All right, guys. So, oh, okay, where I left off is shit, it would trip me out if I had like someone who looked like me that was out there just doing like some really fucked up shit to people, and then people would see me and be like, there she is. And I'm like, what? like, bitch, I'm over here, like, you know what I'm saying, chilling, having a picnic in the park somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking button down and corduroy shorts and shit on with fucking ribbons in my hair and shit. And these people over here like, that's the one, that's the Jezebel. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? You know, so, but no, it's obviously just, it's a test and it's a tactic, and it's also, you know, when you got to play the villain in somebody else's story, you got to do a good job. Just like if it's if you got to play the hero in somebody else's story, then you want to be like the best hero that you can be, right? So if you're going to play a villain, then you got to be like the most malicious villain, right? I don't necessarily think that the role of a person, a role that the person is playing, necessarily like it doesn't necessarily mean that they embody that role, like that means like that's who they really are. It just means that they got a role to play. There go, I'm trying to get my little button and stuff. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to get my water and stuff back boiling so I can get myself together. It feels really nice. But yeah, so give me a second. Hold on. Okay. But we live in a time where we celebrate people for being malicious. We celebrate people for doing shit that they shouldn't be doing. We celebrate evil. That's what it is. Like, we're celebrating evil tactics and, you know, malicious behavior. And, you know, I, for one, don't mind giving you that credit. I ain't gonna lie to you, whoever you are, honestly, I don't mind giving you that credit. If you have a hand in what's going on currently, I don't mind. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you were doing something on the positive side, I wouldn't have a problem with giving you your accolades. So if you're doing something on the negative side, even though I don't agree with it, and of course it's me and it's affecting my life or whatever, I'm still gonna give you the same accolades. Because if that's your assignment, then that's your assignment. You're fulfilling the duties of your assignment. You know, just know that it's shit that come along with that. And when that comes back around, and it will, okay, you know, when it come back around for messing with somebody that didn't deserve to be messed with in the beginning and or any time thereafter, just know, you know. But everybody goes through their shit. Everybody does. Everybody goes through their ups and their downs and everything when you walk in your walk. It just is what it is. It's inevitable. You can't not go through life and not have a tough time in some aspect. You have to accept the bad with the good so that you know when it's time for the good to happen, you're like, whew, I'm glad that situation passed. I'm glad I made it through that. Now, let me go over here and win. Period. Okay? And that's that on that. So for me, I'm a winner. I've never been a loser. But for some odd reason, there is someone who has been working in the shadows. And I mean, this has been for decades. This is not new. I find myself saying that a lot lately because I think people think that this is new. And also, I also have to keep in mind that people have been they've been extracting sound bites from my videos and then putting it out there to people. So I feel like when I repeat myself in that aspect, I'm really just kind of like stamping the sound bite in a sense, if that makes sense. So anyway, no, baby, I've never been a loser, ever. I've always had a winner's mentality and I've always gone for mine. But for decades, I've had to deal with certain energies really like stepping in the way and sabotaging what I'm building, what I'm doing, Love life has never really been an existing thing for me outside of my kid's father. Then they recruited him and brought him in to, play his role and, trying to keep me single and all that stuff. Because ultimately, I think what I can see is people want me to be like hella sad, hella miserable, hella this, hella depressed, hella like, oh my God. And I don't think they really understand like how Saggies are. Like we can literally cry one moment and be out and about and lively and lit as fuck the next moment. And it will not be fake. It'll be all real. Because that's how we are. We allow energy to move through us. We don't harness energy. That's what you see me doing when I say I'm purging energies and I'm moving past certain things. That's what I'm talking about. You have to learn how to alchemize. You can't just stay in a certain energy, no matter what's going on. And even if you have to renew every single day, every single hour, every moment, whatever it is that you have to do that for your own mental health, your own spiritual health. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I do. So you're not going to see me in this lowly energy because that's not what I'm made of. My body is not finna take all of that. Okay? My spirit is not going to hold all of that. You get what I'm saying? That's like you driving around in a brand new Rolls Royce or a brand new Bentley and you got hella fucking fast food papers and shit all on the goddamn floor and condiment wrappers and shit all over on the seat and shit, ketchup all over. That's like that doesn't even match. Like, what are you doing? Like, no, we don't allow that kind of energy to reside within. We don't do that. We deal with that shit and then we alchemize it. We learn from it. We use it as a tool. We help others with it if you have the heart to help. When you're walking in your purpose, it's not going to always be an easy situation. Sometimes it does come with ease. You're like, gosh, I'm really made for this. Like, that's crazy. But then there's some days where it's like, gosh, this is a little difficult. This is a challenging day. Okay. Let me go ahead and take this energy and do something with this energy. And I said this before, I've always been about what I talk about every single time. Okay, so like I said, in this particular situation, I have my affirmation ticket, so I go out and motivate people to, write down your goals, write down things that you want to accomplish in life. In fact, why don't you just make it simple and make a promise to yourself? Write it here and keep it in your wallet. You don't have to use the hashtag to connect yourself to the movement. You don't have to do that. This is more for you than it is for me or the movement. So when I'm going through things, sometimes I'm moved to go out and motivate other people because there's something about me, and I've met others that are like me. They're very empathic and they can sense when certain things are not right within their environment or within the community, within the collective. And when I say the collective, I don't mean that on the spiritual level. I mean that just in general, just like you can pass somebody and feel them, like this person might need a word, or this person might need to be encouraged, or this person could possibly use this ticket, whether it's today or any day in the future. And then that's when I'm on assignment. I'm walking my walk. So I will make sure that I talk to that person. That is if I were a Christian, it would be my ministry. So I don't allow that type of energy, nor do I celebrate it. Okay? And I don't suggest that anybody else partake in that either, because when you get to doing it, it's almost like you just calling that energy to you. You've become a part of that energy because you're celebrating it so much. You get what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? It's like if I were in that situation, an onlooker, I would be like, well, you know what? I hate that I have to bear witness to this situation. I don't want no parts in it though. You know, I hate that I have to bear witness to the situation, but I do not want any parts in it. Okay, you're planting bad seeds, you know. So anyway, you guys, but my seeds, I'm doing the best that I can do with mine. Okay, that's all I can say. I don't force anybody to get involved with I am the affirmation or any of that, you know. And also just so that I can speak to what I was saying earlier about my situation or whatever, we're still working through how that actually unfolded. You know, like who is actually responsible for vandalizing my home and making me think that my landlord rented me a home that was defective and he refused to fix it. And it was a lot. It's a lot that has gone on. And I don't discuss my business like that. But I'm going to let you guys in on a little bit. You know, like I said, I'm going to let you guys in on a little bit. If you don't know, because some of you don't know. And some of you do know because some of you guys worked with the people who investigated me informally. There are a lot of people who are on the wrong team who watch my shit. There are a lot of people who are on the sabotaging team that watch my shit. Okay? And that is what it is. I don't feel any way about it. But the reality is that I know that you guys are out there. And I still, even when I say positive things, I'm talking to you guys too. I'm not just sitting up here talking about, oh, we gotta come together and be positive and this and that, and we gotta uplift each other and da 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 da. I'm not just doing that for one person. I'm doing that for all of us, good, bad, and indifferent.